there's always something that needs a little fixing on Far Point Farms.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Far Point Restorations. Tonight we're going to do it's a pretty quick video, but it's one that most people forget to take care of. It's fuel filters on your Volvo. This car here has 180,000 miles on, 191,000 miles actually, and it's never been done, and you can tell because it says Volvo and it is rusted all to pieces. If you have never replaced the fuel filter in your Volvo, you probably are way overdue. They're supposed to be done every 60,000 miles. They're a big filter, but don't be fooled by that. They can still get clogged up. These are little compression fittings. That's all that they are to get on and off. You don't need a special tool. You will need a 12 millimeter to get the bracket loose. You really ought to depressurize the fuel system. However, I haven't, and I'm not going to. I'm just going to let it squirt out when it comes out. What I'm using to get mine loose is trim tab tool. You can get that at Harbor Freight for about $7. You can do this with 2 screwdrivers or a pair of pliers and just squeeze the 2 tabs. Sometimes you can do it with your fingers, but I found this tool to be the easiest way. You're going to squeeze it, it'll release. I usually let it tip down, both sides drain into a bucket, and then I release the other side. So this is an easy job. This was like $7 on Amazon, and we'll have it done in no time. Let's do it. All right, sorry for the weird angle, but the filter's right here. It's on the side rail. You can see this one is just nasty. So the first thing I'm going to do is take that off. Most models it's either a 12 or a 13, and this one's 12. So I'll go ahead and unscrew that. And you can do this job on the ground. The fact that I'm doing it on the lift is just because I have a lift, but this is something you just lay alongside the car. You'd be just fine to get it done that way. And if you want to remove this all the way, you can see the amount of rust coming off of here. You certainly can. And there's our filter right there. Okay, now, next step is to get this off. And again, sometimes, you just squeeze it with your hand and it works just fine. Other times, I'm trying to figure out if I can get that back a little ways. I'm gonna press that. Actually, I'm gonna get a rag to kind of hold some of that spray off of me. There we go. Just squeeze it together and let it drain. And if you don't want to make a mess, well, once you have it unhooked, if it's still dribbling, you can always stuff that in there. This one stopped relatively quickly, so it looks like most of the pressure was out of this. Well, there we go. And we'll let that filter drain in there. I don't know if you can see that. Look at how rusty that was. That was just an accident waiting to happen right there, honestly. You could have, and you can see the stuff coming out of that. Flip it over and it's murky, but I mean that had a lot of corrosion, a lot of rust, so definitely something we want to replace. All right, once we've got that completely drained out, and that's pretty much all the way out, I've got my new one here. You can see how I've got it set up. It sits in here where that lip is held in place there. So we'll go ahead and slide that back in. We can either attach, which I think I will. There we go. And those just snap back into place, if you can see. Hopefully you can see. That's it. That's all there is to it. And then we're ready to put it in. There's also a little tab right there. So when we put our screw back in, it sits, there's a notch right behind it. Let me wheel this out of the way. There we go. And we're just gonna hold it in place here. And that's all there is to it. So there it is, a fairly easy job, but one that often gets forgotten on these cars. I don't know why. You think when they do a major service, 30,000 mile service, replacing filters also should include fuel filters. And honestly, for the cost of the filter, why wait till 60? Why not do it at 30 or whenever you buy the car? That'll do it for today, my friends. Take care.